Hello and welcome to Photoshop in 5, where I show you how to do something in Photoshop in about 5 minutes. Could be a little more, could be a little less. And today I wanted to address an issue in Photoshop to help with your projects, how to adjust the transparency in your images to help make certain visible things more visible. In this project here, I have a couple of simple lines, an X and a circle of sorts, and it is on its own layer with a transparency around it. And it's very visible on a black background. But if I were to change visibility of the background to off, you'll see that it is very difficult to see what you're working with. Say you want to adjust some white lines or any other very light tones to edit them into things like smoke or turn them any way that you need. It's going to be a lot harder to work with because it is so much harder to see. The way to fix this is in Photoshop's Preferences. Now let's go to the Edit menu, down to Preferences, and choose Transparency and Gamut. Now up at the top in Transparency Settings here, you'll see a small box which is the preview of your transparency state. And on the left you have a few choices to make here. For grid size, we're going to leave it at medium, but you can change the grid size from none all the way to large. In grid colors, down at the bottom you have the choice of changing the actual tone: red, orange, green, blue, and purple. Anything to your liking, but it's the top three that I'm concerning myself with here. It is by default set to light, and that's why it makes these light tones so hard to see. What you're going to want to do is choose any one of the other two. Medium, which makes it a little bit darker for you and would make things a lot easier to work with. Or you can go to dark, making things even more visible for you on a transparent layer. Once you've done that, you can click OK, or if you want, you can choose these two color boxes to actually select the different colors or tones that you want to use in your grid. But we're going to leave it at the dark default here and click OK. Now it did not automatically show it updated on layer 1. But we'll turn off the background layer and you'll see that it did update in our image here, making all of our white shapes much easier to see. And the same does apply to any of the filters and the filter gallery that uses the transparent backgrounds. In filter gallery, anything that I want to do to adjust these white lines is now easier because of the darker transparent background. And it applies to these filters. Anything that would use a small bounding box with a transparent background, anything say in the distort here for wave, and any other. And once you come out of the filter menus, you'll find that your thumbnail is updated in your layers panel. So at this point you can adjust to your heart's content and know that it's going to be a lot easier for you to work with. You'll be able to see the details of the image that you're playing around with, and you don't have to worry about the guesswork of seeing something so light on such a light background. And once you're done, you can leave the preferences as they are, or you can go back and change them back to light, which I'm going to do here. So Preferences, Transparency, and Gamut. And I'm going to change the grid colors back to light. And you'll see once again it did not update in the thumbnail, but it has updated in the actual image. In order to get that to update, you either create a new layer, and it will automatically do that for you, and you can just delete the layer, or once you go into your filter menus and you're done with something in there, either by okaying it or canceling it, once you get out, your thumbnail will be updated. And so there you have it, a very simple method to help make your project working a lot easier by making things a lot more visible. No matter what the tone of your layer is, you can adjust the brightness, darkness, and color of your transparency background. I hope you learned something fun and worthwhile, and until next time, thanks for watching.